Dear friends, for the month of June, the month of the most sacred heart of Jesus, let us reflect on God's love for us and our love for God with the doctor of divine love himself, Saint Francis de Sales. Chapter 19. That we ought not to desire to do more than we can. Look with suspicion on all these desires, which, according to the common feeling of good people, cannot be carried into effect. Such are desires after a certain Christian perfection, which may be imagined but not practiced, and in which many learn lessons, but no one carries them out. Know that it is the virtue of patience that ensures us the most perfection, and if we must have it with others, we must also have it with ourselves. Those who aspire to the pure love of God have not so much need of patience with others as with themselves. It is necessary to suffer our own imperfection in order to have perfection. I say to suffer it with patience, not to love or to caress it. Humility feeds itself with this suffering. The truth must be admitted. We are poor creatures who can do very little good. But God is infinitely good, is contented with our little works, and is pleased with the preparation of our heart. And what means the preparation of our heart? According to Holy Scripture, God is greater than our heart, and our heart is greater than all the world. When our heart, being alone in its meditation, prepares the service which it ought to render to God, that is to say, when it forms its purpose of serving God, of honoring Him, of serving our neighbor, and of mortifying our exterior and interior senses, and such like good designs, at that time, it works marvels, it makes preparations, and it disposes its actions to an eminent degree of admirable perfection. Nevertheless, all this preparation is in no wise proportionate to the greatness of God, who is infinitely greater than our heart. Yet this preparation is ordinarily greater than the world, than our exterior force and actions. A soul which, on the one hand, considers the greatness of God, His immense goodness and holiness, can never satiate itself with making Him great and marvelous preparations. It prepares Him a body mortified without rebellion, attention to prayer without distraction, sweetness of conversation without bitterness, humility without any feeling of vanity. All this is very good. These are good preparations. We must even get more of them in order to serve God according to our duty. But when they are completed, we must consider who it is that does them. For when we come to put them in practice, we stop far short of them and perceive that these preparations cannot be so great or so absolute in us as we imagined. We can mortify the flesh, yet not so perfectly as that there shall be no rebellion at all. Our attention will often be interrupted by distractions, and so for the rest. But are we for that reason to lose our peace of mind, to be troubled or flurried or afflicted? Assuredly not. Are we to form an infinity of eager and discontented desires after a particular point of perfection? By no means. Always remember, be who you are and be that well. May God bless you.